don't think it's on time, but
it's all good.
You know, we literally probably look like Oompa Loompas with our different matching shirts. Hi, and welcome to Team Dark. I'm sorry, that sounded really scripted.
Alright, well, this is Dark Matter. Don't worry about him.
Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so welcome back to Team Dark Matters Podcast, our monthly podcast. And we're rocking out tonight. We got our studio deck. Thanks to me, I made sure that was going to happen because I was not too pleased with last month's scenario. And this guy wasn't either, and he wasn't. We were actually going to re-record it too, right?
Yeah, we were definitely going to re-record it because we were off our game last time because we had 50 different things going around us and we were trying to pay attention, but at the same time, I was like, okay, what's
we were all paying.
Yeah, it was life or death.
The good news is, this time, that's not going to happen, and we, quote-unquote, got our crap together. Yeah, see that? See that? Remembering, trying to tone it down a bit for the family-friendly folks out there that want to say, dude,
you got a pen?
I do have a pen.
Can I borrow? Is it over there?
It's over there.
Okay.
It's okay, though, because I'm probably going to have to get up in a second, because I'm going to tell you, this hat is hot. Like, I'm burning up right now. I think about that stuff. No, it's good. It's good. Vegeta hairline, activate. Alright, so, we're going to do our classic introduction and get this thing going.
Alright, who's starting? Oh, me.
Yeah, right to left, bro.
I am Richard. My name is Richard. I am your humble, brilliant, wise, with a golden heart editor. Until, this guy tells me I can reclaim my title of chief editor. That is my official title, and I will fight life and limb for that title.
Speaking of which, going over, I totally, on Facebook, when I uploaded your image to the Team Dark Matter Facebook page, I actually put the humble, whatever the hell he said, editor.
The humble, whatever he said, editor.
Because then you had this giant list.
I am really... Well, you said I couldn't you literally paused the entire podcast. Like, wait. And told me I couldn't use that. So I decided, hey, all right, I am but your humble, brilliant, wise, with a heart of gold editor.
Well, if it makes you guys feel better, my name is Taylor Wilson, Taylor W. Wilson. That W stands for Wayne, so you could call me Wayne Wilson. I'll probably answer as if Deadpool was answering. But the fact of the matter is, I'm the one who runs this joint, and I created the entire Dark Matter universe. We actually had the book set up. Did you just middle finger me?
No.
Oh. We had the book set up like in that corner of the set last week, or last month, and it kept falling over, if you guys remember that.
It was terrible.
It was so bad. But this month we didn't include the book. But you guys know it's Dark Matter Code Red, and on our YouTube channel, all of these podcasts get uploaded, and we will be putting all the links to all the stores that you can buy the book in. You can buy the physical copy. I'm sorry. Do your introduction.
That's a great start right there. Oh, by the way, feel free to make donations so we can get an actual book holder for this guy so we can actually podcast that book properly and not fall down.
Well, I just one earlier, and I was going to get one, and
you skipped over Leighton's introduction yet again.
Dude, just do your damn introduction. Interrupt me.
This is the third podcast.
I still don't know what I am. He is actually
executive producer. We'll go with that.
Whoa! No. His actual job is he's our technician.
Oh, technician. All right.
Sound and video technician. Except for he was late today, so I did his job. Well.
Late today? You said me here at 7:30. I was here at 7.
I needed everyone here earlier than that.
Well, you told me while I was in the shower.
Okay, why did you answer your phone if you're in the shower?
Too much information.
Because it's waterproof. That I am.
You may be getting more of an insight of our lives than you really need to. And for this,
I wasn't describing what I was doing in the shower.
So we may promote my title to also include Lord of Censorship. And
editor, get back to work. God.
Trying to prevent such actions such as this from violating minds.
So, my name is Leighton. I'm the What is it? The sound technician, sound and video technician, and professional comic book character.
You say professional? Is that a thing? Can you get paid to be a comic book character?
It's not me. Like, seriously, is this not me?
That's totally
comic book character, bro.
I think I captured him pretty well. Richards looks pretty good. Man, you want a fedora on?
Yeah. I have a fedora, but it's black. I'm not red.
Okay, well, I'll get you a red fedora for next time.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
If you give me the red fedora, I'll go out of my way to put some funds toward the red suit. And, represent the shirt you need.
Red tie.
I'm sorry, were you trying to do that Duck Dynasty shirt?
Oh, that was ZZ Top, bro.
Yeah, ZZ Top.
Yeah, sorry.
A red shirt and a red tie.
Yeah, ZZ Top.
I don't know all the lyrics.
I can't remember how the lyrics actually go. I've heard the song a million times.
It was like sharp suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, every girl's crazy about a red dress man.
Okay, I like that one better. We'll go with that one from here on out.
I like sharp dress. We can use a red suit, red hat, and this, all that. Hold up.
Apparently we're having technical difficulties. Technician, what's going on here?
I got. The volume's too loud.
Looks like we're really going out of our race for this, because, I mean, seriously.
Oh, yeah, the sound is really bad.
Don't worry. Keep doing the podcast.
Keep trying. I mean, you're the...
Oh, wait, come on. Wait for it. I think I fixed it, but
Bro, you realize you're right next to the microphone here, and they are hearing all the distortion. It's probably coming back 4 times as worse.
Yeah, you too, man. Good luck.
hang on.
So, Layton, tell me about some of the technician work you've done.
Oh, yeah, I put an oil filter in the car, right, today?
Yeah.
And something was telling me there's something wrong with that gasket that was on it, but I didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
It cut the gasket in half as soon as I screwed it in the little filter housing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until my team lead came over and guided me back into the shop that I realized, oh, this thing is leaking oil, and I know where it's coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was bad. I had to mop where I went out and where I went back in, and the whole stall because it wasn't soaked in oil. There was still a lot of oil left in the car.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to top it off. It was still full.
Okay.
So it was just dripping.
Dripping.
It was just dripping and making a little bit of a mess.
All right, tell me a little bit about your professional comic book character status. Tell me about that line of work.
Well, I don't really know about that line of work.
You really know about that
I
line of
don't
work?
really know. See, if I can remember, I will take snippets of our conversation that we have while we're at wherever we're at and text them to Taylor.
Okay.
So,
What are you
those
texting to me?
snippets of our conversation for table manners.
No, it's all
dude,
lie.
I had
He
to
was
fix
texting
that.
you
So-
time and place to do the date.
All right, so apologize for the severe distorted audio. We actually had the gain really up loud. That's my phone's fault for being such a quiet-ass phone. Anyways, Richard Taylor Layden, editor, CEO, and techie. And that gets us back to where we were.
I like my introduction better, so hopefully I can redo that here for you.
Well, you're doing a really, really bad job of... Hang on. Do you have give us a start for 30 minutes.
Start of 30 minutes.
Because this is when the podcast starts now. There's a slight issue, and that's not a problem because you know what? Here's the best part. I'm a sound technician myself, and me and Layden next month will have this preset saved into the soundboard. Hold up.
Hey.
There. When it gets to 30, that's what I keep trying to tell you. Honestly, it's my fault. I wasn't relaying it properly. That I wanted a stopwatch running.
Okay.
So 30. That's on me. I take.
Hey, we just completed a lap.
I swear to God, you Layden,
What'd I do?
like that shit.
Oh, there's another lap.
Layden, stop.
All right, I will.
Anyways,
Hey, it sounds a lot better now.
Yeah, it really does.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, it's good. Sorry, we had some feedback going through, too, because I was trying to do that whenever I was over there. Anyways, back to where we were a few minutes ago. Yeah, so we got our T-shirts. These are our own company T-shirts. These are not for sale.
I wanted red eyes for mine.
Why aren't they for sale? Then people could pick their favorites.
Yeah, you can pick me.
When
You're
you
humble.
when you are making money through this, then you can do that. But you're not, and you can't be making money through this. So, ergo, back to the important part.
The important part.
3 of those dudes that just walked past are brothers.
That's
Welcome back.
insane.
Yeah.
3
One
brothers.
of them was an asshole. The first one that walked through, he was a fucking asshole.
I feel sorry for
bad.
their mother.
They're probably gonna watch this.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you don't
He knows
care,
what he did.
I'm just saying that Team Dark Matter is not backing you up what you just said. So
I know. This is my personal opinion.
You're canceled out. Lord Censorship, in effect.
okay, so we got to get into focus. So last time, of course, one of the issues we ended up having is that there was not really a lot of focus, and that was because there was so much going on in the background. I'm sure you guys heard it, but I don't know if you all necessarily saw it, and so that was definitely an issue. That's not going to be happening this time. We actually are ready to roll. We got everything we're going to be talking about. Freaking professional style. Everyone's got one. Richard's got one. He just didn't hold it up. But I will go ahead and point out a couple things real quick. Guys, if you guys would love to hit us up, email at darkmatteruniverseofficial.gmail.com. We actually will answer questions live on the podcast if you send them to us.
Yeah, we've got 3 that we're going to answer during this session right here.
Yeah, and we are not answering the phone during the podcast due to some bandwidth issues, so we do apologize for that. That had to be taken out of there. Now, I will say some other points real quick, and then we're going to fire up into the main content of this show. This show is, in fact, brought to you in part by DS Murphy. This is a company owned by Sean Murphy. He's also one of the co-owners of Filtered. And if it weren't for him, we would not have the audio equipment that we have. We actually have a legitimate soundboard. The one that was in the first, I'm sorry, was it Podcast Zero?
It was
Podcast Zero. Yeah, that one didn't work out too well, but
I don't know. I like that one. Oh, crap. My bad. I won't be on the table again.
This dude today. But on the bright side, we actually have audio equipment. We got equipment today.
Very nice equipment.
And the equipment some of the equipment we are using came from Sean Murphy's company, DS Murphy. So thank you to them. They're if you could check them out. I think they're on Facebook.
yeah, if you could check out Filter, it's an amazing place.
And Filtered, of course, brought to you in part by Filtered. This is the actual studio we're using. And the third sponsorship we'd like to throw out there is Bell Locksmith. Bell, by the way. Like, ring the bell. But
Number 1 locksmith in here.
yeah, actually, no, I locked my keys in my car about 2 weeks ago, and
No, this is like last week, bro.
no, it was a good 2 weeks ago, I promise.
Dude, you called me like Monday. Hey, I locked my car. My
It
keys
wasn't
in my
on
car.
Monday.
Okay.
It was on the previous open mic night, which was 2 weeks ago.
Clearly,
Oh.
somebody had too much to drink that night.
Yes. So
But you did not drive home.
I gave Sam a call, and he came out, and my keys were out of my car in about 30 seconds. And pricing was great, $60 flat rate for getting keys locked in your car. And it's like, man, there's a lot of places out there that charge about $80 to $100. That right there, that was a good enough price for me. I was not in a happy position. I didn't want to be forking out cash, but you know what? I did it. So, boom. Check Bell Locksmith out. They are on Facebook. Definitely give them a call. He services, I believe, the McKinney area. Did you say the DFW area?
Yeah, he says the entire Metroplex. Believe it
Really?
or not, this guy services the entire Metroplex. He will drive out to Fort Worth for you, but he only advertises on Google Maps in this area when it comes to Google Maps, for obvious reasons.
But definitely give him a call if you ever get your keys locked in your car. He's going to come out, he can get your keys out. He can make you a spare key. He can make you a transponder key, or hell, if you want, you can get just a basic metal key. So if all you ever lock your keys in your car again, you at least have a metal key that'll open the door. It might not start the engine, but you know what? The point is to get into the car so you can get those keys out.
So, what about the Dark Below? That was our latest That was the latest book that came out, right?
Yes, sir.
Short story.
I guess we're gonna fire into the dark matter round, starting now. Yes, dark.
Sorry,
dude.
Well,
dude.
we're starting in the matter round, so we'll have reference.
Let him do. That's his job. He is a stopwatch dude.
All right. Well, every segment hit lap.
Every segment hit lap.
Okay. You know what? You're killing me. But
Killing me, small.
this is why I told y'all. Never mind. You know what? Moving on past that. So, Dark Below, yes. Dark Below did just come out. It is the second Dark Matters short story for 2018. Do you want to give people the heads up on that? Give them the summary of what happened?
Well, how much of a summary do we want to give? Because I feel like that book was
like you're reading
suspense.
the back, like you're reading
the back cover.
Yeah, the DVD.
So with the Dark Below, it feels more like an in-depth view and life of the agents that I'm sure you've seen in the novel. You read in the novel. Forgive me, I'm kind of a movies guy, so some of the things I do is I talk about movies and I put it in perspective that way. But I gotta say, this one, Dark Below, really put in perspective the knights in comparison. Because I mean, obviously, when you're reading the novel, you read about Dark Matter and his capabilities and everything.
The agents.
It's about the agents. So I can't really go into the agents without expressing Dark Matter. Because if you've read Code Red, or should I say, when you read Code Red, you will be blown away by the Dark Below and how it puts in perspective the agents, the knights, what the Earth Alliance has to go through to keep peace in the Alliance. And one of the things is that it just really puts into perspective Dark Matter himself and his capabilities. And one of the things I really enjoyed was the...
My bad. There's no volume button.
Yeah,
no volume button. Oh my gosh, man, you just cut me off. You broke my heart.
Continue.
So, I really, really enjoy Dark Below. I believe it is a step in the direction of the industry and the consequences that it's had. The consequences that its operations have had. And this guy is still laughing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
I was just making sure the video is flowing right. You know, I'm keeping an eye on it, and I saw me like kind of crouched down.
Oh, my goodness. I figured that was going to be on the video one way or the other. I honestly felt like that was going to be on the video one way or another.
Why didn't you just pull it up on there? I mean, you got it. Oh, whatever.
I don't know. He's got his own.
I got my own methods, bro.
Yeah, he's got his own methods there.
Methods of madness sometimes. Oh.
But what can I really say about Dark Below without spoiling anything? Because I feel like a big part of Dark Below was the suspense it built up as the agents went in to that situation.
Dude, Jesus Christ! I'm buying you a fidget spinner for the next podcast. God damn! Why are you? I just bought that pen. Don't take it apart.
It works.
Well, perhaps you can give him a fidget spinner.
No,
an old-fashioned fidget spinner, shall I say, from Dark Below. Maybe a revolver, 44 Magnum.
44 Magnum fidget spinner.
That's not happening with this dude.
Wait, so I'm going to get a 44 Magnum and just sit there and spin the...
Exactly. And we're going to make sure it has Dark Matter on the barrel.
Actually, shit, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would actually be... you know what? I'm actually picking up a 357 Magnum here soon.
Really?
And I kind of want to go ahead and kind of Cerakote it if I can. Anyways, but we got to stay on topic, of course. So we did discuss Dark Below. Like Richard said, there's really not much we can really say. I mean, these short stories, that's what they are. They're short stories. There's not much we can really say about them without giving away details that you really need to read the story for.
Yeah. My perfect summary would be that it is really into the life of the agents and what they have to deal with. Now, one of the things I will say is that it is the consequences of Dark Matter going into exile. Because usually it is Dark Matter handling these situations. And in this book, in this short story, you will read how the agents have to deal with these situations in which, the Alliance would call Dark Matter and hey, bud, we need you to handle this situation. And here, obviously, Dark Matter, for reasons explained in Code Red, isn't going to be able to save the day. So I think we also have some Q&A questions that we want to answer.
Yeah, actually, we do. Yeah, that's another thing that started happening, of course, when you release stuff. You eventually have fans asking questions, which we have no problem answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to be firing this up. You know what, Layden, would you like to helm this one?
Read the first one or just read off the question?
Just read the first one.
Okay. Cody from Ohio asks, what's up with Colin? Did he want to be in exile or not? Did he have a choice?
I guess because I'm the writer, I got to be the one to answer that one. I think that's that one. I was looking at that too. I was like, nah. Because I remember when I read the email, I was like, son of a gun, I'm going to have to answer this. Okay, well, so yeah, we're going to jump into that. Did he want to be in exile? Not really. But at the same time, he kind of had options weighing for him. You know, a lot of the whole concept of the dark matter universe with the character himself, he's going through a lot of conflict, a lot of internal conflict, one of which would be, you know, do I want to go and be on Earth by myself? I'm alone. I don't have to deal with the industry. I don't have to deal with all the crap out there of being essentially a superhero, which it's a very tolling job to have to sit there and constantly be turning around. You're like, oh, I gotta go save this dude. Oh, I gotta go save this dude. You know, when we get into the prequels, you'll hear a lot of stories where he's just basically going on, and he doesn't have a chance to sit back and relax ever. It's always something going on. Versus, of course, he's away from his family. He's away from his friends, the people he cares about. And it pains him. I mean, hell, the girl he loves, he can't be near her even. So, whether or not he wants to be in exile, it's something I don't really get into too much. It's kind of open-ended. But, of course, you know, I'll let y'all figure that out. Like Cody. But, Cody, good question, though. Seriously, that is a good question. But to answer your question, there's just a lot of internal conflict that Colin's just never going to really be able to resolve. Even, I guess, really throughout these upcoming novels, you're going to hear, I've actually got scenes where he's like, man, I wish I just never went to Monarchus. I wish I never left Earth. So, but at the same time, he's happy that he's with his family again. So, who wants to grab the next one, or do you want to grab it?
I'll grab the second question.
Oh, okay.
You're stealing my thunder? What are you talking about?
You can answer the third one. You can answer the third one.
Okay.
But you can read it off. You can read it off.
Wait.
What? No.
Hold on.
I'll read the third question. You can get the second.
Marlene from Illinois asks, are the Knights and Angels really anything special? I gotta say, Dark Below helps answer that question. And again, It comes back to, it's really hard to go into it without spoiling anything. Because one of the major impacts of that story is it really builds on, like, I mean, obviously with the Earth Alliance, you know, saying the average day Joe is kind of difficult to really be acceptable. But think of the agents as basically special forces, and think of the Knights as like
the special forces.
Yeah, the elite of the elite, the best of the best. I'm sure you've seen that in movies all over the place. But the Knights, you will see in Dark Below just exactly how, in her own words, special that they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they really change a lot of things in perspective. For instance, you could send, again, it's really hard to get into, and I'm hoping it's something we can definitely touch on the next podcast.
Oh, for sure. And actually, the next one, podcast number 3 from March, is actually about the Knights. 2 of the Knights.
Oh, cool. All right.
2 of the Knights directly from Code Red, taking place actually about the same time as Dark Below.
Okay.
So you really get to see the Knights in action.
Yeah. In Dark Below, again, it's a short story, so you only get like just a clip of just exactly how special they are. And I mean, compared to the agents, it's a difference.
Oh yeah. And you know, at the same time, it's like Marlene has a good point. Code Red. A lot of these questions were about Code Red specifically, but the agents,
Knights.
The Knights and Angels, and even the agents too, you don't really see you don't see how much potential they really have in Code Red because the story is so focused on Colin. I mean, yeah, you have a couple scenes in there where the Angels are in action, but actually the Knights really don't have anything going on at all, and the Angels just have so little of content in there. It's just solely focusing on Colin. So It's understandable to get a little confused about that, but like I said, I mean that's why part of why these short stories are coming out is so you get to understand more about the whole universe.
Yeah, another short story you might want to check out if you haven't read it already is Trip to Ares.
Oh yeah, Ares Heist actually.
Ares Heist.
We did change to Ares Heist last second. That one actually goes into great detail about the angels, or at least one of them. Want to fire up the third question we got?
Third question is Joey from Texas, and he asks, represent,
bro. Best state of all. I'll probably just lost most of our fan base because I don't think most of our fan base is in Texas. But we love all states, but I mean we're from Texas.
Okay.
We got to represent where we're from. There's nothing against y'all.
I'm not making this any better. It's not getting any better.
I'm going to try and save it. I don't know if I will. We are from Texas. We love where we're from. Y'all are from different states, and y'all love where y'all are from. So y'all can represent your own state. We're going to represent Texas. So Joey from Texas asks, when will we get the next novel?
Don't ask that, okay?
Damn it.
I read that, and I was like, okay, Joey, you're the one. You are the one I got to get mad at.
I'm sorry, is Joey putting too much pressure on you?
Yes, Joey's putting too much pressure on me.
Why you got to be mad at him, though?
Because
you wrote a good book.
It's not that.
The second one.
It's not that. It's like, dude, Code Red started back in April, or it might have been March. If you read the little intro I have, the prologue.
Yeah.
Or not prologue, the about the author thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or from the author, words from the author. I talk about how it started at this point in time. And during that process of Code Red, it actually took from April all the way just about to December. I mean, in fact, the cover for Code Red was made, I think, 2-3 weeks before the novel came out.
Yeah.
So
it's sounding to me that this is a good question, Joey, because obviously we need to put this pressure on this guy right now so that he can get started on it, so that we can actually possibly see it this year.
Now, I will say some good news about it. Code Red, I went into Code Red, I'm going to tell y'all, I had no plans for the end of Code Red whenever I started writing it. I didn't know how it was going to end. I just started writing. I was like, let's go with the flow. And that worked out and all, but with the sequel, first off, the sequel is actually already titled. I won't be saying the title. These guys, I think y'all know the title.
I thought you had it up on the Facebook page.
Vaguely.
It's not on the Facebook page. It should be up on the company drive. Theoretically.
Oh, I think
it's not the actual... It's not the actual novel that we have on there. It's only going to be the...
I'll tell you what. Since we don't have the second novel down just yet, but we'll be putting pressure on this guy to get that out. But let's talk about some of the upcoming short stories.
What I was going to finish up with was real quick is the sequel, there's a summary. A summary of each and every chapter completely written.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the short story title. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, we do have the sequel ready to... It's just, I got to sit down and begin writing it. And it's honestly not even going to take anywhere near as long as Code Red because everything's planned out, mapped out, ready to rock. So, Joey, good question. We do have a release date for it, but it's just not time for me to go ahead and announce that because if anything happens, we got to push that date back. I don't want to be the one that falls on it. So, we will go ahead and move on to what you were going to say.
Possible upcoming shorts. So I know we have, 10 planned this year?
12 total.
12 total.
10 more coming.
And I think the next one is a, Trip to Xerxia?
Zerophia.
Zerophia.
Yeah. Zerophia is a jungle planet. It's basically our, the dark matter universe jungle planet, the main jungle planet. There'll be others, I'm sure, but
okay, cool.
yeah. And Zerophia is inhabited by basically reptilians, and they're pretty cool. I call them the lizard people.
Hey.
They have a main city. I can't remember the name of the city in next month's story, but it's the capital city of the planet, and there's a volcano that's basically the north and south side of the volcano just stretch on and on, but they wrap around the city. And it basically looks like a giant moon-shaped volcano.
Okay.
With the city, it's mostly surrounded by the edges of the volcano.
So they're in the middle of a freaking volcano here.
No, they're in the middle of a moon shape. I'll draw it out for you later on. But
Okay.
it's a really, really cool planet. The city itself is a beautiful Aztec-inspired city. There's lots of gold lining everything. It's an ancient city, but at the same time, they're modernized enough to where like they've got a spaceport, all that cool stuff.
Do they got cars?
They do. They do have vehicles.
So they definitely got mechanics, and I
Yeah.
would probably be working on that planet.
Yeah,
pretty
we'll
soon.
be shipping this guy over there.
Joe and hoverboard.
But yeah, that's going to be a beautiful planet, and I cannot wait to put that one out there. And it does bring in 2 of the knights, so you really get to see the knights in action finally. So
All
that's
right.
exciting. And of course, we got plenty of shorts. We got some characters that we're going to make sure to bring back from previous stories. One of the ideas that I had was awesome. It was actually bringing in Colin for one of the short stories to tell about his adventures here on Earth before he went to Monarchus during Code Red. So we might even have that pop out. There's a lot of
That'd
ideas.
be really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I've been wanting to since the start of Dark Matter. I wanted to know his whole
People
not
want
really
to know his background.
backstory, but just kind of about his exile.
Yeah, like what's a dude who's got what's one of the most powerful beings in the universe supposed to do when he's forced into exile, and what is it he does to stay alive? So that's definitely an idea that I thought about. So I guess that kind of wraps up our Dark Matter segment.
Yeah, but I got another question. I'm like, it goes back to Joey. What is like the direction of the series? I think is another question we need to
Oh, yes.
answer.
Okay, let me just point this out. Code Red is marking the start of a major intergalactic war. It's going to be widespread. I'm talking, you've got multiple galaxies getting involved in this. But there's a lot of...
Galaxies?
Yes, it's a huge war. The whole concept is that during the point in time where a treaty was signed, Colin was to remain on Earth, not to use his powers. The industry was going to leave him alone, but they were also supposed to remain on Earth. They were basically going from being this enormous company that was intergalactic to being restricted to only Earth. That's kind of their punishment for basically being assholes. And
Sorry, total dicks.
Hey,
yeah, I know.
it's not much worse.
Yeah, you'll get an
Bleeps.
experience.
We gotta
with
bleep
Dark
this.
Below.
Bleep this.
Everybody has
I need a secondary sound man over there.
everybody has an asshole. At least half the population has what he said.
Yeah.
Richard said.
I will just say, basically, they had to be downsized because they were getting out of control, and the Alliance stepped in and was like, okay, he is staying on Earth, you guys, you're staying on Earth, neither one of y'all can be doing illegal activities, and no one can be using superpowers, any of that stuff.
And we have set up sensors so we'll know when you're lying.
That's right, they got censored. And
And in Dark Below, you'll definitely get a taste of what the industry has been up to behind everybody's back.
that's another, yeah. And during the event, after that, the industry, they definitely were able to maintain themselves, and they were able to get away from Earth and continue building in space. They built an armada, and that armada first pops up in Code Red, and they have a very, very enormous military ready to go. They're not worried about anything. They're not worried about losing right now. That could change in the sequel. It could change in the, what do you call the third one? The threequel?
The threequel?
Yeah.
Trilogy.
Trilogy. I think that's what we go with is trilogy these days, but it could be the triple event,
Oh, yeah.
triple threat.
Triple
Another
threat.
thing I think people want to know about is
Hey,
what about
triple threat.
triple threat? Hey,
Triple
there you
threat.
go. With triple threat. Maybe that should be our code name. Another thing that I think we need to talk about is table manners.
Yes, sir. Table manners.
Represent.
First started in 2013. Table Manners went into the archives of Taylor Productions. Now, I ended up selling my portion of Taylor Productions essentially, and that project ended up getting archived. But said project, I promised at the beginning of this year that I was going to pull it out of the archives, and it has been pulled out.
Thank God, it is awesome.
Yeah, in January, the first comic strip was put out. It was comic strip number 0, and it showed us, well, it showed me inside, and these two guys were outside, like, hey, we don't get what this is all about, because they didn't even know anything.
I thought we were inside.
No, you were outside the window.
On the first one.
Yeah,
Zero.
the
Comic
first
strip
one, yeah.
0.
I didn't realize that. I thought we were actually in the restaurant.
But essentially, now they know what Table Manners is, so obviously it goes from there. The first one, the very first comic strip, official comic strip, came out at the beginning of February and features me and this guy. I will say the next one, I don't think I'm in it. I think it's these two. But
all right.
If anyone who's been wondering what's up with our shirts, why we all have these characters on our shirts, these are our characters from the Table Manners. Richard is getting a bit of an update on his for March. You'll have it in the March, both the podcast and you'll have it on the actual comic strip. You'll have the update.
Okay.
That I'm doing. Table Manners. The previous strip was basically kind of how I am. Goes on about, me and Richard are sitting down and we're talking about what I plan to do with the company. I'm like, hey, I want to talk to you real quick about some changes I want to make. And
I thought I was getting fired.
Yeah, and he's like, Richard's character's like, okay, go ahead. Well, I want to raise. Richard's like, wait, hold up, what? And I started listing all this stuff out, and the whole point of that whole comic strip was like, Richard is more of a businessman than I am. I'm going to tell you, he's the one who brings up to me, like, all the legal stuff. It's like, hey, you should do this. Let's try doing this. Oh,
these are tax write-offs.
Yeah.
Don't forget these.
Yeah, like, this is all.
I need
what's
to
going
talk
on
to
with
you
that.
after this.
You need to talk to me after
Yeah.
this? All right, man. I hope you get your W-2s and everything.
Yeah. And your W1. Don't forget that.
W1.
That doesn't exist.
I know it doesn't exist. That's why I was like, are you serious here?
So, that's the whole point behind that. Old Man JJ made an appearance. Old Man JJ was the first Table Manners character that was completely he's not real. He's a fictional character.
Third-party character.
Wow, that just blew my mind.
Yeah, he's actually
I thought he was Master Roshi.
He might as well be the Master Roshi of...
So I need to talk to him. I've been thinking about, just shaving all this off and going bald. And
learning the Kamehameha.
I don't necessarily need the Kamehameha. I just need to, grow this beard out.
Anyway, so he's back and will be featured in, next point, our first official show, which will be animated by the great... Actually, I don't know if I can say his name just yet because he hasn't given me permission to say it on set, so I can't say his name.
We should come up with a nickname for him.
Nope.
Why?
We're moving on. Moving on.
He who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named
Yet.
will be animating Table Manners for us. There's no release date just yet. We are still working on the scripts, but expect a full season this year. And Old Man JJ will definitely be in it. We don't have a voice actor just yet for him, but I'm looking right now. So if you think you can play an old man pretty good, email us.
Email him.
And if you are an old man, just email us anyways, and we'll take a listen to what you got.
Speaking of emails, I'm still waiting for somebody to email us, and no one's emailing us. So, moving on.
What is the email again?
darkmatteruniverse@gmail.com. That was scripted.
Well, it has to be scripted. You screwed it up the first time. That's probably why there's no emails.
I sure shit did, didn't I?
Oh, yep. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, bleep.
Dang it!
I swear, my job is only becoming more difficult.
Every cuss word we say has to be bleeped.
Okay.
This is dumb.
I know on the radio there's certain curse words you can say that are deemed curse words, and then there's some you absolutely have to
You
bleep
can
out.
say bitch on the radio.
Yes.
But
And-
you can't say shit. And no one knows what I just said because I have to bleep what I just said.
I've heard the N-word said
definitely-
on radio stations.
You better not say that.
I will never
Do
say
not
that.
say that
Yeah.
on this
Well,
show.
never say that.
As Lord of Censorship here, I might have to retire my title because this is a lot of bleeping somebody's going to have to do, and I hate to be that guy.
Oh, no, that's me. That's me. Oh, man.
One of them?
One of them nice. Hey, you got a story for us? You were telling me a story about your roommate when we were doing the sound check.
Oh, no.
You want to tell that story? You got a story for us?
It was halfway made
yes.
up and out.
This is our free round right now. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Okay.
Dang it!
Bam!
I have to inform you. Do I have to do an email or write up a resignation letter for Lord of Censorship? Because right now this job is just too difficult for me to continue with.
Don't worry about. Wait.
You're not. Wait.
I originally just during this.
You're not
podcast-
the one doing the editing on this. This
You're
is
not.
me.
You're not the video editor. You're
Okay,
the writing
okay.
editor.
That's my job.
Okay.
I'm mad at it now.
Yes, because you kind of pretty much shot yourself in your own foot. So I have a story. I have a story about the oncoming apocalypse.
What?
That which the worms shall lead. All of you need to beware, because the worms are becoming sentient. I mean, you just wait. They're building machinations of terrible destruction, and they will rise out of the oceans, and they will
Jesus
declare.
Christ! What drugs do you want?
Team Dark Matter does not condone this story.
I don't know what that was. Actually, hey, if you want to write that up, we will turn that into a series next year.
No. Even better. TV shorts.
No, because now we get into the actual live action thing we're doing. Doctor. It's officially a live action series. It'll be our first live action series to come from Team Dark Matter. And it stars the three of us, as well as a few other individuals. Me and Layden will be playing as the two doctors. And yeah, basically surgeons. And this will be our boss.
Wasn't that? I thought that was linked up with the table manners.
No,
Doctor is its own thing.
Doctor's own thing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So,
I didn't think about that.
Actually the very first episode script is officially done, and when we get out of here in a little while, I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
So y'all can check out the script. But
Wow.
yes, it is actually going to happen. A live action show, not like this. This is actually a scripted show that we actually got some seriously high-end equipment ready to go. We've got, of course, like I said, the very first episode is all ready to roll. We might actually go ahead and work on and do like a mock version of that episode,
Okay.
just to make sure everything runs swell.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we'll have of course music for it. Everything's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a great show. I cannot wait for it. What else we got?
I think that about covers it. I mean, until we get that next series out coming out, that next short story coming out next month.
Yeah.
I think we got it covered. Unless you want to just go ahead and spoil the whole series for everybody.
Oh
No,
no,
we
don't
won't.
do that.
Yeah, don't do
I
that.
mean, we
like
do-
this.
I would
suspense.
advise. I would strongly advise against doing that.
We do have a Table Manners comic strip coming out a week from now. With Table Manners, we don't actually have an official release day. We just can tell y'all it's the first weekend of every month. Sometime during that weekend, Table Manners will have an official comic strip come out. Again, these are only 3-panel strips, but the cartoon's going to be a lot better once we do the animation. I cannot wait. That's going to be a great show.
Oh yeah.
I think we about covered it. Do we want to do anything? Just talk about anything?
I want to talk about the worms, but you know.
No, get out of here with worms. I saw something on here. It reminded me of something to ask, but I can't remember what I was going to ask.
Dun dun dun.
Well, I will say this much. Check out our website, teamdarkmatter.weebly.com. That will be changing shortly, but
Yes.
for now.
Weebly is just Weebly.
Hey, they have been good to me for the past 10 years. So,
They can be good to you all you want, but Weebly is just Weebly.
But we will wobble, but they don't fall down.
I don't know. Weebly is just giving me some PTSD issues right now.
oh, damn. What'd they do to you back in World War
I don't
Zero?
know. It's reminding me of the worms. I have to go on about the worms. People don't know the
Is
danger of the
Weebly
worms.
founded by those worms?
It is. That Weebly is founded by the worms. Beware.
Well, check out our website. You can find all the Dark Matter material, be it Code Red or future novels. You can find all the short stories on there. I'm going to say the last thing that you can find on there. You can find a T-shirt. Let me go grab that. Well, I grabbed the T-shirt that you can now purchase.
Well, it's a question for you.
Ask your question while I walk over here.
All right, so is it the basic plan to release a short story per month?
Yes.
Okay,
The third week of every month.
third week of every month. So basically the same week the podcast comes out.
No. This is the fourth week of February.
In either case, 1 month. Be sure to put as much pressure as you can on this guy, because he can tend to procrastinate quite a bit.
Dude,
So
the
be
next
sure.
shirt.
Oh, no.
Hold up. You're the
been
one who
up
took
here
forever to
every-
give me that edit. Mind your table effing manners. Yes,
I like it.
It's bleeps because public reasons I cannot walk in public wearing the F word on my shirt.
I've done that before.
You can. I am not. My conscience will say, yeah, this is not a good idea.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought our whole friendship was based on both of us lacking conscience.
The glue of our friendship is linked with cuss words. Wait. The glue of our friendship is cuss words.
All right. Well, look, those shirts are $20 on our website. It's provided by Spreadshirt, so thank you, Spreadshirt, for helping us out with those shirts. Supporting table manners. Of course, you can find Old Man JJ, the living pencil, the little pencil dude that's on like the bottom of the shirt.
Yeah.
He was in one of the comics. I want to say it was the same one that the fifth wheel was on, and fifth wheel is the little circle guy on the top. Because we had a table manners that came out where there was a wheel, and he was always the third wheel, or no, it was the fifth wheel, and he wanted to be promoted to the third wheel, but we already had that position filled, so it's pretty funny.
The
And
third
then-
wheel position has been filled.
Yes, and of course there's the spider. That's from like the 9th table manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Screw this, I'm out.
Yeah, the spider's like, no, I'm not taking part of this anymore.
I'm out, man. I'm out.
Peace out.
So then, I guess the only thing left to do is say our goodbyes, say thank you to everybody.
Yeah, thank
Everybody
you for
said-
tuning in for this podcast.
Yeah, thank you-
And
thank
we
you
gotta
guys.
apologize for the
Thank
last
y'all
podcast.
very much.
Yeah, you guys are awesome for watching this. Wow, that was a good podcast.
Yeah, I felt like it
I
was.
kinda
Can I do an exit introduction because I really like my long
If
title.
you talk about worms, this pen will find a home.
I'm not
in
dealing with
eye or
worms.
your ear.
No words! So you can do your exit intro.
My exit will be, I am but Richard, your humble, brilliant, wise, with a heart of gold editor.
I ain't got no.
Throw these bullets at you with, blow up. All right, I'm just saying goodbye, man. So until next time,
Ciao.
definitely we will
PVC.
see you guys in 1 month, March something. Anybody know?
something.
I don't know what it is,
I don't
but
know
if
what
y'all
it
want
is.
these shirts, individual character
Yes.
shirts, please email him as much as you can.
Yeah, support your favorite character. Come on, guys.
Yes,
you know
because
you want this one. You know you.
I
want
said no. They're company shirts, but if enough people yell at me, then I'll do it.
We'll have the company shirts have like a little bit of extra on it somewhere.
Hey, of all the people, man, I actually have a fan on here that is telling us that we need to go play dominoes. So dominoes. It's a long story, and it will be
Dominoes.
It's gonna, it will happen.
Are we cutting?
All right, this is us checking out.
All y'all have a good
See
night.
y'all later.
Wait.
Oh wait, I just got overschooled. I just got overruled.
Wait.
I just got schooled here. You know, I'm about ready to talk about the worms again.
I got a secret to tell everybody.
All
Okay.
right.
While y'all were over
You're
here,
pregnant? Oh shit.
before I sat up and walked over there, I farted and then walked over there. I didn't know if anyone smells it or not.
Honestly,
I
no.
think he just wants
Smell
to
a
sing
little
that
bit
song.
like burnt rubber and latex.
Yeah, boy!
All right, until
And
next
KY,
time.
my bad.
Till next
See
time!
ya.